metal. Hello and good day, kids. It's Todd from ToJu Racing. How are we doing? All right, time for today's chat. I haven't done one in a while. Sorry, things have been really busy around here. Lots been going on. Been working on my old 65 Belvedere. I had to put a new windshield in it. Been working on an overheating problem. I think we've got it sorted out. I've got the fan shroud coming. It's going to go in as soon as it arrives. It's the one thing missing. We put a new water pump in it and flushed it multiple times and all that. So we think that's going to take care of it. Who knows? We'll find out, right? I was working on it tonight because it had a little too much oil in it, like more than it probably should have. So I drained a little bit of oil and made a bit of a mess. Got all cleaned up. Did a drive with it, and everything went good. So real quick, let's go over what's on my bench right now. Finished my figures. They came out pretty decent. They're not perfect, but figures are a pain in the butt to do, but they look pretty good. It did take a lot of time and touch-ups and trying to get all the colors and what have you. I handmade these signs. I took some old stickers or what have you and made them. I used cardboard backing, like the Summit one came out really good. I used a cardboard backing on the sticker. Then I used some leftover sprue, for lack of better words, MDF pieces from my stuff from Slot Track Scenics to make the backboard. And I got a spot that looks really good on the track. The Summit one came out really good. The STP one, I just used hobby sticks for this one. And I made it double-sided, which is cool. And this has always been on the track, but I kind of cut it down, made it into a little sign. And all these are going to go on the back straightaway. I'll do a little video once I do that, get them on the track. Then I've got to tune my buddy's two BMWs, and then I still have to get decals on this car. I just haven't had time to get it all done yet, so you know how that goes. Anyway, sorry here, I got a new little mini tripod I'm working with, giving it a go. Then I got new, speaking of tripods, I picked up a new tripod. We're going to be doing dual angle videos, so we're going to do the original angle from the far end of the track, pointing that way, and then we're doing the other one. If you've seen the new video, if you haven't seen the new video with the new angle, click up here and you can check it out. But it's pretty cool. It actually gives you a better view of the action and what have you, so I think it's better. And we're going to have it from both sides. Then I'm going to try to put the little tripod there on where the TV camera is going to go on the track, the little TV platform with the camera. I haven't picked that up yet, but we're going to have that, and that's where I'm going to put that camera, so it'll all kind of go together. This one's taller. It was only $32 or so. It's a little more sturdy than some of the really cheap ones. At least they say so, and it is pretty heavy. So very nice. I can put a link to this in the chat, so I will. Maybe someone needs one. It comes with a nice stand and all that, and the thing to attach your camera or phone. I'm actually using it on the mini tripod, and it comes with a handy dandy case. So very cool for, I think it was $32. But check the comments if you're interested, and I'll put that in there. So while we chat here, I'm gonna start working on this first Beamer here. Look at how big those tires are in the back. I love it when it has the big tires in the back. Plus it's a fairly long car. We haven't run this one too much. I'm not even sure if I've scuffed the tires up yet. It looks like we have, but anyway. All right, so we went over the signs. I haven't done any new orders lately. I actually do have to do a new order and pick up some sets of rear lights to add to our race trucks. I figured out how to add those in, and it'll look pretty slick once I do it. I may have brought that up before. If I have, sorry, but I haven't just gotten the product yet to get it done, and I have to order a set of headlights because I'm going to do my friend's Roadrunner in orange. I just haven't gotten to that yet either. But like I said, I've been busy, and you know, we've had a lot going on around here. The garden's starting to get ready, so I've been starting to harvest my peppers and my tomatoes, which is good. I should turn this accept down. anyway, oh, so we haven't gone to urethane tires yet, and the silicones take all the rubber off the track. I don't care for that at all. I find that to be not cool. So we're going to go urethanes, but I was watching a chat with Herrera's Carrera, and shout out to him. He has a great channel. If you haven't seen it, go check it out, I suggest. It's just like it sounds. It's spelled just like Carrera, but Herrera with an I. Anyway, he had a slot car dude, Nico, on there, and Nico was talking about using sunblock on the tires, just a really light, thin coating, and let it kind of absorb and then wipe off any excess. And he said after a few laps, he said you'll see a noticeable difference in your traction. I have not had a chance to try that yet. I am going to try that. So I'm very interested in that, and I'm sure Nico knows what he's talking about. So that'll be really cool to get that to help with traction, because you can never have enough, right? And like I said, I don't care for how the silicones will pull up all that wonderful rubber and urethane coating that you get on your track by using it, which makes it perform better. And so yeah, no silicones, man. I would really love to, speaking of that, I'd love to paint my track gray like everybody's doing. Not everybody's doing, like some guys have done. Clearwater did his in tan, and it looks really good. Shout out to Clearwater. If you haven't seen Clearwater 124's channel, you should check his channel out too. But he did his in tan, and other guys have done theirs in gray, and I really like how the gray looks, how it looks like actual pavement. And, you know, and then you can actually get some tire hash marks. There's some guy did a video where he did some marks on the track, like tire marks, and it looks super slick and really cool. I really like that, but the amount of work, I got to hand it out to you guys that do that, masking those off and then painting them. That's a lot of work, man. But, you know, that's very cool. So I really like that. So speaking of orders, yeah, I haven't bought a new car in a while. I'm starting to get kind of weird and wanting one. I'm thinking on it, I need to get one of the Superbirds or a Daytona before those go away, because they, you know, they might not make them again. So I might get one of them. I'd like to get one of them Torinos too, but there's only so much money in my wallet, especially with my with that 65 Belvedere. That thing's a money machine, money eating machine. But I love that car. It's really nice. Got the front axle done here. Sometimes these babies are buggers to get in there. All right, that's done. Boy, I love how big these rear tires are. Look at how big those suckers are. That's beautiful. Oh, and this was just a white flag. I had some stickers from my old Tyco's, Tyco AFX stuff. I'll show you here. Came from some of my old Tyco sets, and as you can see right there, so I took a couple of those and was able to make that checkered flag for my little flag guy who's going to go in the flag marshal's stand at the start finish there. So that's pretty cool. And I got everybody on their little washers, so they're all set up and they won't fall over, so they're all good to go. So I don't know if you guys have seen, I really like the race trucks, and I had a wild idea of taking the spoilers off, and we've done that and run them without the spoilers. So actually, ironically, here's all three of the spoilers. They're super easy to do if you pull apart. I'll do a little video about the race trucks coming up probably next week. I want to go over them. And just talk about them, because they're a lot of fun, and when you remove them spoilers, they're really a blast. They lose the top heaviness, and you know, it's cool racing around in a big diesel, at least in my opinion. I've always liked that. It's another class to add, and there's a whole bunch of them out there to get, so something to think about, especially if you're into trucks and all that. I love trucks, so I really dig the race trucks. I'm thinking about picking up a second one, but I have not yet. Again, back to that whole money thing, right? And I also want to get a police car. I thought of, it'd be cool to have a mode where one guy's in the police car and the other guy's in whatever car, and have to do some sort of a chase thing where the guy that's, you know, running from the police has like 10 laps to get away. And if the officer can catch him and pass him and get in front of him and stop without him switching lanes, then he wins. And if not, then, you know, the guy has to do his 10 laps, then he gets away. You know, I think that'd be really cool. You could call it outrun mode, like the pinball machine, if any of you guys remember that. Great pinball machine. Suspect ran a red light. I wish I had that pinball machine, actually. That's a really cool machine. All right, axle's polished. I just got to grease the gears here. One of these BMWs is ready to go. So these are Mike's cars. Mike's working on the logo. He's going to have the logo probably done for me. I just need to get it turned into a file so that a graphics file with somebody who has Photoshop experience, so that I can then use it as, you know, a JPEG. You know, eventually I wouldn't mind getting a hat or a stickers, some made up. That would be very cool. Not necessarily to sell, just to have. I guess I could sell them if anybody wanted them, but I'm not really worried about trying to sell merch. This is just for fun. All right, this beamer's done. What else did I want to talk about? Yeah, so Saturday, this coming, here in a couple days, is race night. Everybody's coming over, so we're going to get some of those new race videos filmed. They'll take a few days to process because we're going to do the picture-in-the-picture and all that, maybe possibly 3 views. I want to, if I can, get the television in there for Smart Race, so maybe that can be seen. I'm worried that you won't be able to actually read the TV, even though you'll see the TV. And then another thing I need to do, I'm going to go through and change some of the audio announcements by the announcer chick. She says too many things that we don't need to really know about. But you know, you got to learn the app when you get it. I've used it enough now that we're annoyed with her talking all the time, so we're gonna fix that. So the only thing I think I'm really gonna let her talk about is the race stats and people needing fuel, like, you know, last lap, the race is over, and then who needs fuel, to keep it to a minimum, because even with just a couple people, we have so much information going on, especially since I added the check lane in, that she gets in a queue of everything she has to say, and she never catches up till we're about halfway through the whole race. And then you don't, some of the guys, and I'm guilty myself of this, don't hear the audio cue for needing fuel because she's got too much to say. Excuse me. So yeah, that's kind of a problem. But you know, I mean, there is a screen. Be an adult, look up and keep track of your car, or just, you know, keep track of your laps. It's about 5 laps, and you need fuel. You can always go in early and beat the rush. It's actually a decent tactic, in my opinion. Hit it at lap 4, and then everybody else has to deal with getting in there, and you can keep going. So, but I mean, you lose a lap, you're not ahead any. You know, it's not no silver bullet on how to win. There's nothing magical about it. This BMW M4 is a really nice car. Mike should get more BMWs. He said he wanted to have a whole stable of them. So far, he just has the 2. Another thing I need to do is I need to throw a little weight in the back of his Scale X-Trick 67 Camaro. That car's so light in the ass end that it slides out and goes off the track super easy. So we just need to add a little bit of weight in the back. Not too much. My friend Den, who does the videos, is actually working on making a big old 2-foot long pit garage. He wants to make one out of balsa wood and what have you, and I gave him some dimensions, so he's working on that. He wants to do that because Den like to do dioramas a lot, so I think that's why, and that's awesome that he wants to. It'll probably look better than that paper one I've got. That paper one isn't bad though. For $15, it's fine. It's really hard to build. It's not hard. It's just very. There's a lot of steps to it. That's all. It takes some time, but you know, it's all good. I got my beanie on. Beanie Club. SlotCar Wildman. Shout out to him. Was on his live chat before I came down to make this video. I've been meaning to do this video since Sunday. I just have been busy and didn't get to it. Sorry about that, everybody. But, you know, again, how it is. Life is a busy thing. But excited for race night. A couple things I do still need to get for the track. I still need to get 2 more controller holders and a couple lane extensions so that we'll have some different standing spots. Oh, and one thing I really want to wire in is a red light button so that we can have a track marshal hit that and then stop everything when somebody goes out off the, I'm sorry, when somebody deslots. I was looking at this and got distracted there. Although we are getting better at not doing that as much. So that's good, but it still happens. And you do need to still have a penalty in there somehow. I got to sort out how to do that. I'm not sure how you assign a penalty when just one person hits the button. You know, unless it knows that person went off the track and assigns it. I don't know. Anybody knows the app, maybe you can tell me that. If so, give me a comment down below and let me know if you do. Because I only want to wire in 1 button. I don't need 6 or 7 of them. It would be nice, but I don't think we need that many. So just 1 and 1 track marshal. He can hit the button. We'll get the cars back on the track or car and take it off from there. It will take a little longer because you got to do a real start every time, but oh well. You know, unless it's super easy to get the car back on the track, then we don't necessarily have to do it. You know, the guy will have to say caution or what have you, red flag. What else did I want to talk about? Not much else really just that I wanted to go over. I think that's about everything. So I'm not going to make you guys sit here while I finish this tune-up. So that's all I really have for today. Shout out to everybody out there. Thanks for everybody for watching the channel, watching the videos. We appreciate it. I'm glad everybody is interested in the channel and likes and subscribes when they are interested. We appreciate that if you would. Boy, that came out really worded wrong. I do the best I can. If you like this content, please give us a like and subscribe. There we go. That's what we meant to say. Oh, and everybody likes BOC. Love them. Glad they're still out there kicking butt. BOC is such an underrated rock band. Anyway, okay. Race night is Saturday, so look for race videos. Hopefully by midweek. They should be pretty good. We're gonna have the dual cameras going, maybe even 3. We'll see how that goes. So that's it. See you later, Slot Cowboys. Race on.